All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she be down the ride, oh I bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How ya doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Are you clean, crisp? Are you feeling irie? Let's talk. But first, I've been out the limelight for a few days, went on a couple different vacations, found out I had the little COVID, got a little sick, still under the weather right now, but we back. I want to drop some information. My voice sounds a little crackly. Please don't crack at me. UPS just changed the game. I know you guys have already heard that UPS finally came and they achieved what they wanted to. They went down to the wire. They didn't break. They got everything they asked for. Now, I remember telling you guys that they were going to go all the way to the end. It usually works out that way during bargaining time. They work it out and they'll sit there and hold out right until the end, down to the last couple of hours, and then somebody gives in. This time, UPS did what they supposed to do. Now, they changed the game though. This is the update. Just so you know what they actually got. So don't be like, oh, what'd they get? Because I know other people were talking about it. But this is actually most of the things they got. So I'm not going to get into every single one because you probably wouldn't understand it. Make all 22.4s RPCDs will be converted to RPCDs. No more two-tier pay for package drivers, meaning they don't have like part-times and full-times. They got one tier. I like these things. No forced sixth punch. They're not forcing them to punch on a 6th day. Members cannot be forced to work outside of their defined 5-day work week. This is good stuff. I'm hoping my unions are listening. Excessive overtime. 8-hour requests can be submitted 3 working days in advance. 8-hour request violation penalties doubled to 2 double time hours. Wow. Penalties for 9.5 violation increased up to quadruple time. That's deep. Martin Luther King Day is a holiday. I don't know why they didn't have that, but okay. Harassment. This is a good one. Y'all follow me, boy. Increased penalty pay for harassment up to 5 days pay. Management must provide 24-hour notice before a ride and must be given the reason for the ride. Somebody that works for UPS, please explain what the word ride means in this context, because I don't know, but this sounds good. And penalty pay for harassment? Yeah. Payroll errors. We have that at our place. But I need you guys to hear this, because this is it's delicious. Increase penalty for payroll errors. You ever be like, yo, man, you missed 2 hours of my pay. What you doing? Increased penalties. New electronic payroll system by 2026 that shows any alterations made and who has made the change. So we have that already. So if somebody goes in and alters your clock rings, we can see who did it. But now they got penalties for people messing with your time. Technology and discipline. Follow me now. No discipline, not even a warning letter, can be issued based solely on technology. Your scanner, you missed the scan, that's technology. You didn't, no drones or driverless vehicles platooning or shifting without negotiating with the union. That means they ain't bringing nothing in to take your jobs. UPS. Contract enforcement. These are good ones. Reduce delays by allowing national contract language grievances to go directly to the national grievance panel. Stop subcontracting. Redirect millions of SurePost packages back to UPS from the post office. They want to take their work back. I agree with it. Protecting and creating more Teamster jobs. They want their work back. I ain't mad at them. Stop subcontracting. So we're going to end up losing this because this is what they got. Feeder work may not be subcontracted while feeder drivers are on layoff. Not sure what a feeder driver is, but we'll see what that means. Somebody's going to explain that. Sleeper team issues? No. We don't deal with that. Air condition and heat issues. All new package cars after January 1st, 2024 will be equipped with AC. 28,000 package cars with air conditioning over the life of the contract. A fan installed in every package car within 30 days of the new contract. 2 fans installed in every package car by June 2024. Package cars retrofitted with heat shield and air induction vents within 18 months. More ice machines and drinking fountains. Remember we were talking about this a couple weeks ago? Ice machines? Yeah. Next one. I'm gonna love this. Supervisors working. Penalties for supervisors working increased to quadruple time. My guy. My gal, my people. Do you hear that? A supervisor do work. The penalties for supervisors working are increased to quadruple time. They file a grievance. Hey, Chuck was over there doing my work. Quadruple time. Article 40. I don't know what this means. Full-time air driver, 6th and 7th punch now paid at time and a half. Air driver guaranteed increase to 3.5 hours. De-ice and pushback members, I don't know what that means. Cameras. We don't have that situation, but it says no driver facing cameras, no driver facing video or audio recording. Outward facing cameras cannot be used for discipline except in a case of a major accident. I didn't talk about the money end of it because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that, but those are just the basics of their structure. They changed the game. They changed the game because they're going from $20 an hour to $25 an hour. They had the scenario where UPS was saying, oh, well, if the economy switches, we can take that $5 or $6 back from them and bring them back down. Who gets paid more? And then all of a sudden, somewhere in when they decide, hey, you know what? You guys making too much. We're going to take some of that away. All that's out the window. They stood their ground. So I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure that because of what they did, there is now a bar set. There's a bar set for our union, for any delivery style business, basically. Because from FedEx, DHL, all of them have similar issues delivering in this type of environment. Amazon, everybody's having the same issues. But now that the Teamsters put that forward, the question is, how does our unions step up to the plate? Because they set the bar. And it could be done. Well, Jay, that's because they have the strike, no strike club. We got no strike clause and all this other stuff. Yeah, but some of these things that are in here can be negotiated. I mean, why not? We don't need to get to that point where we don't have any power. You know what? Do you see that? With that bump in pay? $5, that 2-tier pay system? That's wild. That's wild. And they're doing it. They made it happen. Now the question is, Is our union going to be in bed with the upper management? Because like I said, not all management is bad. A lot of management just take their directives from people above. And the people above take their directive from the top. But who does the union work for? Who does our union work for? That's not a question, because you guys can just go off on in the comments section. But if they've set this standard and you guys don't show up to your union meetings because all this literature is online, that's another thing. Well, I'm gonna interject this video right here. Anything you see me reading is readily available. Somebody's like, well, why are you just leaving it in there? Because I just Google the stuff, man. It's just there. It's readily available. A lot of the stuff I read is on your union websites. Well, where? Just open up your union website. It's on there. I have the same access to stuff that you guys do. There's some things that I may have other access to. In those cases, I'll say, well, I heard from the grapevine. But if you see me reading something, it's usually readily available. But when we talk about the union, are you guys going to start showing up to your union meetings? Have you learned anything from watching this for the last 5 months? That those guys, they stood together, they strong, they united? You guys are sick of the people that are in the union, right? Yeah, you sick of, I'm sick of this one, I'm sick of that one, I'm sick of this one. Well, step up. Step in there. Get rid of those that you don't care about. Get in there. Start to make that change. Don't be the one that's in bed with management. Don't be the one that goes in there just for your vacations and your holidays and the extra perks of being a union rep. Go in there and stand for what's right. This is the contract. Let's abide by this contract. And if you have enough people that, and this is where we got to step up. You go in there and you go to your union and express your displeasure with XYZ. Express your likeness, what it is that you do like about XYZ. That way it's not you just, complaining, because we have a tendency to complain all the time. But if you have a voice, UPS members, all 320,000 of them had their voice. If we took all the members, and you know how this works, when they have these meetings of presidents, when they have the vote time, they'll say, okay, well, you have, 400,000 members and only 40,000 voted for the president. There's a problem. There's a problem. So get into your union meetings however you can. And here's the best thing. For any of you that say your union halls are too far away, it's time for the union to start allowing or utilizing technology. Zoom, we're having a town hall on such and such. Zoom. That way all of you guys show up. Now you ain't got no excuse. You got no excuse. If they want to sit there and run through all the titles and all the things that they need to say and they don't give you a voice, then you guys know what you need to do. But your union meetings are for the members. Not for the union to tell you what they think about doing or what they think they want to do. Hey, give us some information on what is going on. What do you know is going on? What's going to happen? And let me tell you what we want to do here. This station, we need XYZ. How are you helping us? This plant, we need XYZ. How are you helping us? This plant, we don't know if we're going to have a job next week. Can you tell us what's going on? Bind together. Get this information, because when Amazon started binding together, that's what they're doing right now. Think about that. If Amazon could do this, how come we can't? How come we can't? UPS just changed the game. Now it's time for USPS to follow suit. This is JH. I hope this information was helpful to somebody. We out.